if Peter Obi had fallen into that trap, those maggots and houseflies would have eaten him alive.
So guys, Dr. Charles Apoki have come out to actually give us he explained how Peter Obi escaped a trap that his enemy have been setting for him, that assuming he did this type of thing, he would have been in that trap and he might be in danger by now. Just take a look for yourself and hear what you have to say. I'll meet you guys in a minute.
I am your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki. When the results of the 2023 elections were announced and the malpractices and injustice displayed by the wicked people, the maggots and the houseflies, when the abracadabra was going on, I heard young, inexperienced people clamoring for Peter Obi to resist the declaration of the results. I heard people saying that Peter Obi was a weakling. He was a wise man, very wise man. I've been reading about Babangida's statements on June 12. I read about ABN. I read about Justice Akpangbo. I read about Justice Ikpeme. I read about Justice Dahiru Saleh. I read several things about Sani Abacha. I read Professor Omo Omoruyi's deposition. I read Professor Humphrey Wonsu's account. I came to a conclusion that we are bedeviled as a nation by houseflies and maggots. Evil leaders that do not want this country to go forward. People who are only concerned about immediacy. People who are only concerned about what they can immediately benefit from any evil, any decision they want to take. I might not be surprised if a lot of them from a certain segment of this country are not truly indigenous Nigerians. They might be migrants who came from the porous borders of Nigeria, settled here. But unlike other countries like in the United States where immigrants become citizens, we don't have citizens in this country. What we have are tribesmen, idiots, bandits. A bandit is that person, according to Marco Cipolla, who is ready to take from the nation and harm the nation. And then an idiot is somebody who causes harm to the nation and benefits relatively very little. Because I want to ask, where is the man who movement for better Nigeria? Where is he? Where is he? Where is Atom Zeribe? Where is he? I want to ask all those who engineered 1 million man march in support of Abacha or whoever, where are they? Where are they? So you find out that if Peter Obi had fallen into that trap, those maggots and houseflies will have eaten him alive. They will have injured him and perched on him like ox peckers. And knowing who some people are in this country, even those who were supporting him will have betrayed him. We can see what happened in the Labour Party. How people arose when they were compromised either by tribalism or finances. We know how Babagana Kingibe immediately abandoned Abiola and joined the government of Sani Abacha or whoever to become Minister for External Affairs. I saw him explaining with very good English. We're not going to chop English. We're not going to explain Taya. So, if Peter Obi had taken the path that Abiola had taken after the abracadabra that was done, he would most probably still have been in prison, if not dead by now. He who fights and runs away lives to fight another day. It's a two-edged statement. But it's better that he is alive to be doing what he is doing now and to be a voice in the country that he is respected. He won the hearts of every person in the world and has more honor today than who he was before he contested the elections. And the movement that had evolved out of what his personality and his principles and practices will remain for posterity. But you see, the evil man might flourish for a time, but when you look for him later, he withers. Evil can endure for a while, but after some time, it becomes odorous and offensive. Peter Obi, God helped him. If not, he will have been Abiolanized because of the elections.
And I believe that this man made a whole lot of sense. I keep on saying this thing that come tomorrow, come next tomorrow, Peter Obi is a very wise man. Because after the election that happened, and it was all, like, it was not hidden, and it was rigged. So we have people coming out to say that Peter Obi should do this thing, do this one, go this way, go this way, go this way. You know, I usually Peter Obi did all these things that they were saying you should do that time. Peter Obi will not still be alive, or Peter Obi will not still have the mind to be campaigning for the next election. Peter Obi will not still have the mind to be doing what he's doing, because people came out and said that he does not have the heart of a lion. People like Okoko Kenneth came out to say that imagine a former Labour Party spokesperson coming out to say that Peter Obi is no longer fit. Somebody you yourself supported before, but along the line you say that Peter Obi is no more fit, that he doesn't have the heart like Fubara. Okay, see Fubara now have the heart and they want to impeach him. You follow these people, you follow people with wisdom. That's what some people lack in this life, wisdom. Peter Obi had the wisdom to know that the best way to go is just to calm down, because he, like he said, he who runs lives to fight another day. So Peter Obi was so wise to know what to do, and by keeping, it's not like he kept quiet, but he had an underground plan, which me and you are not even aware of, because that man barely talks. That means he has a plan going down underground that we don't even know. He visits a lot of people, goes to north and everything. You think that he doesn't know what he's doing. Wait to this election. By the way, guys, let me take a look at what Abure said about our party about Peter Obi. Take a look, guys.
Please, let's be seated. We have given notices to INEC, fixing the congresses for the election of delegates to the primaries for 1st of April 2025. And we have graciously also fixed the date for the party primaries for 5th of April 2025. So it will be the prerogative of this distinguished National Working Committee to look at all the issues surrounding the Anambra State governorship election, the candidates so far who have procured forms, the various committees that will oversee and superintend over the congresses as well as the primaries. I want to use this opportunity and privilege to once more reassure our members in Anambra State that, as is usual with the party, our primaries, our congresses will be free, fair, and credible. It has been our philosophy and the ideology of this party that we must do things differently, because you don't adopt a similar approach and expect a different result. If you must get a different result, it means that your approach must be different. Over the past few years, we have stated clearly that the reasons why we have challenges with governance is because political parties that had the privilege, that have the opportunity to produce leaders for the country, did not have party internal democracy. And therefore, for us, a Labour Party, it is our desire to do things differently, because we believe that it is only where there is internal party democracy, where there is competition, where people are allowed freely to compete, where there is no godfatherism, where the process is not skewed to a particular candidate, that the best can emerge from such process. And we believe that once you have the best emerging from political parties, then of course, it means that you have the best hands that will handle the affairs of the country. I believe strongly that we've not had our best to handle the affairs of the country over the years. And that's why we have the challenges in governance that we have. And Labour Party is ready to change that trajectory Labour Party is ready to change that narrative. And that's why we believe and hold to our dear heart that charity must begin at home. And therefore, we shall be looking at the process will be free, fair, and credible. And I want to give that assurance, not just to our party members in Anambra State, but also members of the general public. I want to conclude by stating clearly, because the rumor has been going around that Labour Party is working for APC. I wish to state it very clearly that Labour Party is independent of any other political party. We cannot have this beautiful house built with distinct ideology, distinct program, distinct philosophy, and you go and subsume it to the whims and caprices of another political party. Some of us have spent over 15 to 20, 23 years in this party. And we saw other political parties when they were better, when they were stronger, and we spent our youthful time building this one. And now that by the grace of God, it has become the beautiful bride in the country, we cannot afford to sacrifice it to the whims and caprices of any other political party. And I want to say very clearly that those who are carrying that rumor are those who feel that they have lost out in the power game that played out in the. You will agree with me that some persons were determined to take over the leadership of the party through brute force, through legal means, through unconstitutional means. And by our training and by our culture, we are trained to resist irregularities. We are trained to resist unconstitutionality. And so we have resisted and we have taken our party back to ourselves. And I'm sure that the rumor is coming from that quarters. Let me use the opportunity. So let me use the opportunity to state it categorically and clearly that the Labour Party is strong, Labour Party is solid, and we are strategically positioned for effective performance in future engagement of the party.